Yeah, buddy. Happy New Year. We're getting it rolling, y'all. We starting it off great. We're heading out to San Diego. Then up to Palmdale tomorrow. Oh, yeah, no. And then we're heading back home. We'll take a day off with the fan band when we get back. And then we're gonna complete our contract for this week. And we got we got like 4 full contracts in a row after this. I've been doing partial contracts all the way up until this week. Now we're gonna do some full contracts. Yeah, we're gonna get this year started right. Knock on wood. I brought my little coolant reservoir. I'm gonna try to change that out. If I don't change it while I'm out on the road, I'm gonna change it when I get back. I was gonna change it during this little Christmas, New Year's break, but it didn't go that way. I ended up just spending all my time with the family. We did just family stuff, nothing too major, you know, just the usual. But yeah, we're gonna start this year off right and trucking, man. This is the first load of the year right now. Hopefully this goes great. Fingers crossed. A little chilly out today, which isn't bad. I like it when it's, you know, I like this weather. It's not snowing, but it's not hot out, so, you know, I cannot complain. I had some questions out there. Somebody asked, I'm not on my channel, so I can't read the comment, or I would state their name, or their channel name, or their YouTube name. But somebody asked, when you're doing these contracts, or you pulling loads for Amazon, do you have to stick to their route, like the route that the Relay app is giving you with, you know, the navigational system? No, you don't have to follow that route. As long as you arrive on time, that doesn't matter. Usually what I do to make sure that I don't get dinged for not using the app is I keep the app in the background. So I, you know, check in, check out, and then, you know, when you check in and check out, the app is if you have multiple stops, the app is going to automatically, you know, give you directions to your next stop. I usually just let it do its thing, have it in the background. I usually use the map on my phone, the Apple map. But when I get close to the facility, especially if it's a facility that I haven't been to, I go back on to the Relay app. I use their map because that map will take you directly to the entrance. On your other maps, most of the time it's going to take you to wherever the mailbox is. It's going to take you to the front of the facility, wherever the office is. You don't want to go there because, yeah. So you want to make sure when you get around the facility, when you get close to the facility, you want to make sure you're paying attention to your Relay app map, so it can direct you to the gate. Yeah. So we're gonna get this party started. We're gonna get this thing rolling right, and I will see you guys when we pull up, babe. All right, guys. We made it. Looks like we're picking up at parking spot 329. I think it's gonna be on our left. Make a left and a left. Wait, what? Oh man. picking up an empty. Nobody didn't say nothing to me. It just came on the screen. 329. Well, if you ever have this problem where there's no internet here, so I don't know. When I looked on the screen, when you check in, they have like a little TV screen. It gave me the green light and the gate opened, and it said parking slip 329. But 329 is a staging spot. But I'm picking up an empty, so I don't know why they would have me waiting to pick up an empty. It's either they have them or they don't have them. If there's no internet right here. That's why every time I come to this facility, I go back towards the little trucker's lounge, because you get internet. You get some service back there. Up front right here, you get zero service. Like, and I don't see how at an Amazon facility they don't have service. Do they not have any empties? Let's see here. I'm starting to get some service now. Look like it's having me check out. Let's see. Load finish. Let's see. Bobtail. Okay. Hey. They want me to Bobtail from here. Like I said, it's either they have them or they don't have them. Alright. So they didn't have any empties. My app updated, and it wants me to Bobtail. But if you ever have that, you know, if
proceed to road.
If you are at a pickup and you don't know where to pick up from, if you're working off of your, you know, I'm speaking to like if you're an owner operator and this is your Amazon account and like not a third party booking, you will want to go on your web browser to the, you know, AmazonRelay.com, and you want to go to trips, and you want to, when you go to trips, you click on this block, and in that block it will show you all of the stops you're going to make. You're going to go to the stop you're at, and you're going to click on that stop, and usually it will say loading in progress, or it will let you know the information like the dock door or anything like that. It will let you know on that page. That information that's on your Relay app or your .com is the same information that the people who are checking you in and out are seeing. So, yep. to our second location. Every time I'm here, they never ever have my load ready early. It's always 30 minutes before my departure time. They will let me know at dock door. Every time. So it looks like the machines down there are going to be checking me in. See how that goes. Is that down?
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
Alrighty. I always switch my ELD to yard move when I get to these facilities. It helps save some of my drive time, even though they give you plenty of drive time. Usually I have about a good 2 hours left on my drive time when I'm doing these. Rarely I run down to the 30-minute mark, but yep. So it looks like the automatic machine is down and he's helping somebody else out right now. So we're just gonna be patient and get this done, guys. Alright, so we're not gonna be ready until 8:41. Dang, no wait, that's 1841. I'm like, what? So we got an hour and 41 minutes before our departure time. So we're gonna be waiting here for at least an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes. Like I said, they never ever hit me up until 30 minutes prior to my departure. So I'm just gonna hang out, probably make me some dinner, and yeah, call it that, man. So to the next one, guys. No, not to the next one. Until we get out of here. I'm gonna try to keep this video short and sweet. I know my other video has been like 40 minutes long, but there's a lot going on when I'm driving from place to place. So I hope you guys don't mind my long videos, because I love making the videos, but you know, trying to make sure I don't hit anybody. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, anything that you want to see that I'm not hitting or you want to see again, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, we're going to sit back, we're going to wait and pick up our trailers. Peace. Alright guys, I was about to give ROC a call, and it looks like our current load has been canceled. So I'm gonna throw a screenshot up there. I wish right when I opened the app to do so, thing popped up, so your current load's been canceled. Now it's having me Bobtail.
Proceed to route.
Which sometimes the app, say Bobtail, blah, 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 and then if I close the app and open it, it might say pick up an empty. I don't know. But before you just Bobtail out, make sure you close that app a little bit. Make sure it says Bobtail right there. So just make sure you do your due diligence, because you don't want to be 3 hours away and they're like, oh yeah, you're supposed to pick up an empty from there, where it says, hey, it said Bobtail. Then, around 6:41, you guys updated it to pick up something. So, but yeah, just make sure. I wouldn't say call ROC, because the app is telling you what to do. But just make sure you double check.
Proceed to route.
It's telling me to keep going, so I'm going to do a Bobtail to San Diego, and pick up those 2 loads and keep it pushing, guys. Let's get out of here. Alright, we're getting out of here. I just looked on my web browser at relay.amazon.com just to confirm. They did cancel the load, this pickup. It was supposed to be a 353-mile run. They got canceled. They had me bobtailing 353 miles to the next location. So they took away, I believe they're giving me like $200 and something to take the trailer from here down to San Diego in fuel. So it went from like 21, I think it was like 2,000 to 2,100. I was gonna get paid for this whole block, but now I'm only getting paid $18.56 to do this run. And at first, like I said, I was getting paid $2,100, but they don't even show me what they were paying me. I think they were paying me, yeah, they were paying me 19. That'd be 19, that'd be 20. Yeah, so they took $130 away. Hello? Okay. So they took 132 away. I'm only guesstimating because, no, more than that. Yeah, he took $200 and something away. So that's a bummer, but I don't know, I'm going light, so I should be able to save some fuel and I should get there faster. So I'm only doing 3 dropping eggs today. Well, not even 3. Both places I went to out here, you know, they didn't have it empty, so they had me go from there to over here. I think I still got paid for that, the fuel. I think it was only like 20 bucks. I'm only talking about fuel surcharge right now. They gave me, at the beginning, they gave me $500 in fuel surcharge. I took this load, I took this contract for $1,500, like 15 and some change. It wasn't $1,500 exactly, it was a little over 1,500 bucks. All right, just to do this round trip of 800 miles, round trip, a little over 800 miles. So they paid me 15, a little over 15. They gave me like $500 in fuel surcharge, which made the total like 2,000, 2,100, somewhere around there. And I was supposed to pick up an empty, bring that empty to where we just left from, drop the empty off, and then pick up a preloaded. But they canceled the preloaded I was supposed to pick up, and they have me bobtailing. Ooh, sorry. They have me bobtailing 353 miles. So they took away the surcharge that they're gonna pay me. I think it was like $200 and some change, which knocked it down now to like, they're paying me 18 something right now. So they're only giving me about $300 in fuel surcharge. Now I already had a half a tank when I started. I put about 450 bucks in my tank. So, you know, at the end of the day, I paid 150 bucks in fuel, and I'm taking home 1,500 bucks. And that's not including my IFTA, that's not including maintenance, my maintenance fee. It's not including none of that stuff. That's just what my, you know, that's what's coming out to make it easy after fuel. I should be taking on 1,500 bucks So I'm making what? Around like $750, a little over $750 a day for this, but you know, we're moving. Yes, I could go to the spot market and negotiate a better rate. I can get a better rate per mile, can make some more money, but I'm not saying I'm lazy. It's just that I don't want to deal with the headache. It's like, you know, I'm doing all this myself. I don't have, you know, my wife doing this for me. I do this. I'm doing everything. Not saying my wife is not capable, but she's running her own business. You know, she has a full-time business she's running, and she's running my household. You know, she makes sure everything is done when it comes to bills and all this stuff. I just deposit money, and she take care of everything that has to do with our household. So she has her plate full. I have my plate full. And I personally just don't feel like negotiating with these brokers on a rate that I know I should get. And my rate is not that high, you know, from going from here to San Diego, from Vegas, you know, I'll be lucky to get $400 or $500 just to go down there, and then I have to find another trip to come back to Vegas, which there might not be any, so I have to go somewhere else and then come and make my way back, or I might have to go somewhere else, then go somewhere else, and then make my way back home. This right here is a for sure round trip. You know, I have other hobbies that I like to do. I collect ball pythons. I breed ball pythons. I can be gone for, you know, a day and come back and still be able to take care of my animals. I know that's kind of weird to some people, but if you love reptiles, ball pythons are awesome. But it allows me to do other things. You know, I get to still be a full-time dad. I get to be home. My kids get to see me. It's a lot of good stuff. But you know, when it comes down to it, I could be making some more money. If I lived in California, especially the way that you know, the laws and everything are going right now in California with, I just heard some news earlier that, you know, if you have an engine that's older than 2010, they're not going to allow you to operate in California. I don't know if that law passed yet, but it's on the table. If I lived in California, you know, I think there's more work out there in California just because how big the state is. I can, you know, drive 3 hours up and still be in California. I'd be in a different county or even a different city, but I'll still be only 3 hours away from home, and I can bing back between other cities in California and make some profit. I probably would never have to leave California to make good profit. You know, you got the rail station, the shipper yard. There's a lot of opportunity out there, but you have to have everything right. You know, you have to have a newer truck. You have to have a newer engine. You have to. There's a lot of regulations out there you have to apply by to operate if you have a California's CL, you know, California's driver commercial license. But there's a lot of money out there to be made in this industry in California. The same in Texas, in my opinion. I know some truckers who never leave the state of Texas. There's a lot of good work out there in Texas because Texas is so big that you can find. But where I'm coming from a small town. Las Vegas is not a big town. Okay? Like we're driving through the whole town right now, from north to west. We just left from far north as possible for Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're about to drive far south, all the way towards G till we hit California. That's you know, we can do that in 30 minutes. that's just north to west. Now, you know, south and east is about, I want to say, the same distance. I can, you know, take 30 to 45 minutes at most to drive, you know, south to east. Because Las Vegas is just a big bowl. Literally, if you go to the Strip, you're in the middle of Vegas, basically. And if you take a string and you whip it around like a helicopter and make a circle with that string, that's all of Vegas right there. It's not that, you know, we have the 215. The 215 wraps around. You can take the 215 and it will take you around the circle. It would literally take you around the edge of all of Las Vegas, and then it would probably take you an hour at most to do that, and that's if it's traffic. You probably can drive in a circle of Las Vegas in 45 minutes to 30 minutes if you're driving 80, 70, 65, depends on how fast you're driving. But it's not an all-day thing to drive a big circle around Vegas. So Vegas is a small city, but it has a big city feel. It feels like you're in a big city, but you're not in a big city. This is a small city. It's very unique. It's very young still. Vegas is still growing. It's not at its peak. It's not at its max. There's a lot of land out here that still needs to be developed. And you know, they have land that's locked right now that you can't even develop on, but they're going to be opening that up before you know. Where I just came from, there's a lot of land out there that you cannot develop on just yet, but in a couple of years they're going to open that up so developers can start developing projects out there, houses, you know, shopping malls, whatever it is. So Vegas is still a young city. It's small. It's not that big. But yeah, guys. So that's our show for today. I'm gonna try to edit this up when I stop tonight. It takes forever for me to upload the videos to YouTube. Like, you guys are getting these videos sometimes days after I make them, and I wish I could just, you know, they can upload within 30 minutes to an hour at most. Sometimes it takes 32 hours to upload these videos. I don't know why, but it does. But yeah, hopefully you like that rant. If you're living in California, make sure if you're buying a truck right now, a tractor, make sure, you know, if it's too cheap, too good to believe it, it's probably because California is they're looking to pass a bill or a law that your truck engine has to be a 2010 or newer. It can't be older than a 2010. So if you live in California, you see a 09 something, has the 09 model engine in there, and they're selling it for cheap, just know that, you know, if you have a California CLD, California commercial license, you probably won't be able to operate that vehicle in California. You probably have to go to Arizona, Nevada, you know, New Mexico, Texas. You're gonna be running those lanes. You will not be able to operate in California. Good old night. All right, family. Appreciate you guys for watching the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you on the next one, guys. Peace out. Alright, guys, so it looks like when they updated us to Bobtail out, they didn't make changes in time, even though I waited. I refreshed my app. No one called me to let me know that, hey, taking empty. So yeah, I made it all the way to Barstow to take a 30, and I went to the restroom, came back out, and I looked at my app, which was displaying the it was showing me the navigation the whole time. I clicked out of the navigation just to see, what time I should arrive there. And when I clicked out, it had me like the check-in, like it usually show like a little barcode. It had the check-in symbol, and I was like, I already checked in. So I clicked it again, and it had me trying to pick up an empty. And I'm like, I'm already gone. Like, what's the problem? So now I tried to talk to ROC, but it's after hours, and he was trying to hang out with me. He was like, I can't do anything. You got to make a request, like put in a claim request. I'm gonna have to say you rejected the load. I'm like, I didn't reject the load. The good thing I recorded it so I can show you guys, hey, if this happens, this is what it's gonna look like. So I have proof that it says Bobtail on my end. So he's like, no, it's not a Bobtail, it's this now. I'm like, it says Bobtail right here, and the app is making me go from VGT1 to SN5, like, and I waited, like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys updated this. They made an update let me take a screenshot of this. They updated it 20 minutes after my departure time. Make sure I get a screenshot. So they updated it 20 minutes after my departure time. Why can't I take a picture? Sorry. I won't let me take a picture here. I'll do it like this, I guess. So they updated this at 1841. And that's 20 minutes after my departure time is when they added on this new load, I guess. I don't know. So I am trying to figure this out. And there's no one. I don't know what to do at this point, because it kind of sucks that the people who you call are people who literally do the same thing you do. They just type in what I type in on here, departure time, no departure time. They can't, there's no reason, like, it can't be, okay, I see that we added this other load at 1841, but your departure time, is at 1820. But we canceled this load at this time, and then we waited 40 minutes to add on an empty. When common sense, if you're telling me to Bobtail somewhere, the app is telling me to move, I'm gonna move. I'm trying to keep it going. And especially when you updated it, letting the thing know that, hey, let's see here. Let's see if I can add notes. Let's see if I can add a picture onto this note. But yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do this and try to figure it out. So yeah, alright guys, I'll let you know what happens. Alright guys, so there was nothing that could have been done. There's nothing that ROC could do. So so what I did was, I'm gonna have to make a case, but until then, sorry, I'm gonna have to make a case, but until then, just so I can keep going, where you type in a trailer number, I just put Bobtail, and then a whole list of Bobtail options came, and I just clicked one of them and just did the procedure like if I was picking up and checking out, just so I can keep going. And then I emailed Amazon support to see if they can help. And I typed in the information of this block to see if that's going to do anything. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what this is about. Okay, I cleared it. And transit. I get no service here. I got full bars, but my service is not going. But after hour support really is not helping out. So make sure that there's arrival. Make sure that you email. What did I email? I emailed Amazon support team, and I typed in information. I attached the picture that I have, and yeah. So that's the only thing I can go through right now. I already know that they're gonna investigate it anyways because I put the trailer as a Bobtail trailer. So they're gonna or the Amazon support team is going to send me an email, let me know that they're investigating this load, and you know, they might not pay me for it on time. They might pay me a week after, but at least they would make their adjustments and I can get paid the $1,800 instead of the $2,100, which was fine from the get-go. But they told me I should have contacted them earlier, but I contacted them as early as possible. Like I didn't, you know, as soon as I found out, I contacted them. I don't know how I'm gonna contact them earlier when their app is telling me to Bobtail out of somewhere. So every time I get a Bobtail, I'm gonna have to call ROC now just to make sure that that's right. I don't know. So we're gonna find out what's going on. You know, I'm happy that I decided to take a picture of everything. I actually made a screenshot because I was trying to, and I'll put it up on the video. I was actually showing you, explaining to you guys, yo, look, this is what happened, and you know, I was trying to show you a visual. So good thing that I did do that, because now I have proof that you know, that I did follow the directions of this app. So sorry, right now I'm trying to see. I took too many pictures, it looks like. I think it's this 3-minute video. So I'm going to do my best and see what's going on. I'm just taking some screenshots here. So yeah, alright guys.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's gorgeous out here. Wow. Somebody got a nice ranch down there. We're out here in Poway, California, doing our pre-trip. I know a couple of clips back I ended the video, but we ended up running into a little problem where they bobtailed me out 353 miles out here to San Diego, and when I got halfway, well, I was already in California. I was in Linwood. I was like an hour away from San Bernardino, and I took a 30, and then the app updated stating that it wanted me to take an empty trailer, but I was already out of there. So yeah, I don't know why they would. If they're gonna switch it, if they're gonna loads canceled, they need to cancel the load and put, you know, take a empty right away, not loads canceled, bobtail out, and then switch it to a empty trailer. Because that's just confusing. You know, we're trying to get in and out of there. We're trying to keep it moving. But so if that ever happens to you, especially if they cancel the load or switch the load and they want you to bobtail somewhere, and if it's more than 50 miles, 20 miles away, the bobtail, just give ROC a call or put a call request in just to make sure that it's a bobtail that far. If it's right around the corner, you know, a mile, 4 miles, whatever, I don't think you need to do that. But if it's something like, you know, 50 miles, 100 miles, bobtail, you just want to make sure that it is what it is before you take off, because you're not going to turn around and go drive back 50 miles the other way. In my case, I was already like 100 miles out, and there's no way I was going to turn back around and go pick up an empty when, you know, they're only giving me $200 for fuel surcharge. You know, I'd rather for them just to, or it was $192 or $95 for that fuel surcharge for that little stretch. So what I did was made a report to Amazon Claims, or I think it's Amazon Claims. I forgot the name. I said it earlier. I'm pretty sure you heard it. I put a claim in. Good thing I took pictures. And I sent them the pictures like, hey, look, it was a bobtail, then you guys switched it after I was gone. Only thing they're going to do is, I just want them to catch it early. Only thing they're going to do is do what they did before when they had me bobtail. They're just going to take off the fuel surcharge. And like I said, they had me down for $2,000. I thought it was $2,100. They had me down for $2,000. Then it went down to $1,800, which is fine with me. So they're just going to put it back down to $1,800 if they catch it in time. If they don't catch it in time, they're going to do an investigation. And the end results are going to be the same. Like I just said, they're going to take off that fuel surcharge, and it's going to be $1,800, but it's going to mess up the pay scale. So instead of me getting the money next Friday, it will be the Friday after next, which I don't want that to happen, because bills don't stop, and I use some of that for upfront fuel costs. But yeah, so make sure you call ROC just to make sure, or if you run into that same thing I ran into, just know that just try to jump on it before that pay schedule come and they send you an email saying, hey, we're doing an investigation on this and that, which is not a bad thing. You know, I didn't do nothing, you know, super wrong, nothing super, you know, I didn't cancel the load, or I didn't reject the load or anything like that, so it's not going to go against me. Just a misunderstanding. The load was canceled, I left, and that's that. So yeah, guys, I'm going to end the video here. We're going to start a new one from here. Sorry if you guys do watch my videos. You know, like I say, I'm going to upload it today, but it might go on like 2 days, 3 days after, because it takes forever for the videos to load. I need to try to figure that out. But yeah, guys, we're going to keep rolling. See you on the next one. Peace out.
Just rolling trucking. What's going on, man?